Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a Nintendo Switch using Blender. Without any further ado, let's get started. So all I'm going to do is select the default cube and press S, then X to scale it along the X-axis to make it longer, because you need to make the screen for the Nintendo Switch. And just press S, then Y to make it a little bit wider. And now let's press S, then Z to make it a bit thinner. Just gonna make it a little bit less longer. And now we're gonna make the Joy-Cons for the Switch. So all we're gonna do is select the opposite faces on the X-axis and just like so. And then just press Option E to extrude faces along the normals like so. And now we're going to give the Joy-Cons a curved shape. So all we're gonna do is select the 4 outer edges by pressing Shift left click and doing Command B or Control B to bevel, like so. And once you're satisfied with your bevel, just press left click to confirm. There you go. And now let's make the screen for the Nintendo Switch. For that, all we're gonna do is select, make sure in face select the face, center face, and press I to inset. Then press G, then Z to bring it down. There you go. And now let's make the buttons for the Nintendo Switch. So all I'm going to do is press Shift A to add mesh cylinder. And then be sure to click add cylinder over here. And I'm going to change the vertices from 32 to 16 for the low poly look. And now I'm just going to scale it because it's way too big. Press G, then X, then G, then Z so you can see it. And I'm just going to press 7 on my keyboard so I can see the top view. Press G and to adjust accordingly. So this will be the ABXY. So I'm just going to make it a little bit thinner by pressing S then Z. Like so. Place one button. Just going to place the other 3 by pressing Shift D to duplicate that cylinder. Put one to the left. And I'll put one more to the right using the same process. One more, like so. And now to make the joystick, I'm going to select one of the other cylinders, press Shift D to duplicate. This one we're going to make it a little bit bigger by pressing S to scale, and then press G then Y to move it down. And then that looks perfect. And now let's select the top face. Make sure you're in edit mode, select the top face, press press I to inset, and then press E to extrude. And then now let's press S to scale. Then let's press E to extrude one more time. And S to scale. And then let's press G then Z to bring it down. There's our joystick. Let's hope this one doesn't have Joy-Con drift. And let's select one more button. One of the buttons from earlier. Press Shift D to duplicate and bring it over here for the home button. There you go, we modeled the right Joy-Con. Now let's select everything. Actually, first let's select the joystick. Press Shift D to duplicate G, then X. And let's move it to the top where the ABXY are on the right side. And now let's select the ABXY. Press Shift D to duplicate. Press G, then X. And G, then Y so it's below the joystick. And let's bring over this button here. Pressing Shift D to duplicate G then X. Like so. And now let's add the plus sign and the minus sign that the Nintendo Switch has by adding a cube. By Shift A, add a cube. And it's gigantic, so let's scale it down. Scale it along the X. Press G then X. G then Y. G then Z so you can see it. I moved it too much to the top. Like so. And now I'm going to select it and I'm going to add 2 cuts by doing Control R and then scrolling up on my mouse or trackpad if you're on a computer, on a laptop. And just not that. One more. If that happens to you, just do Control Z to undo it, and then just do Command R one more time and scroll up on your mouse. Left click to confirm. Click left click twice to confirm. And now I'm going to press 7 on my numpad to see the top view and press Shift D to duplicate G then X. There you go. I'm going to use the same thing for the plus sign and the minus sign. The reason for adding 2 loop cuts is I'm going to go back into edit mode, select the one on the right, select the 2 faces in the middle, and do Option E to extrude faces along the normals, like so. So make it a little bit less strange looking. That. Just and adjust and scale as needed. I'm just gonna leave it like that actually. Press this, then don't want to make it thinner. I'm gonna remove this one. I should do duplicate X. Then once again, just tab into edit mode. Make sure in face select these 2 faces and do need to extrude face along normals quite a bit so that it doesn't look like it was before. There you go. Now that looks much more pleasing than it was last time. And now it's time to color it. So let's go into the viewport shading view. And it looks all white, so we'll take care of that right now by selecting the Nintendo Switch itself, going to the material properties and select this shade, select base color, and select this thing and make it black. A quick tip, don't make it all the way black, it's better for lighting. There we go. And now I'm going to copy the material, create a new material by pressing the plus sign, plus new, select this drop down again and paste material. I'm going to make it brighter. I want to make it red. I'm going to copy this material and create another material one more time. This will be blue for the blue Joy-Con. This material, drag this slider over here to make it blue. And I'm going to make one more shader. I'm going to make this an emissive material, so I'm going to change the surface from principal BSDF to emission. And I'm going to make the strength 5. So now we have all the materials, and now it's time to assign it. So let's tab into edit mode, go to the right side, and do Control plus on the keyboard, and select the other faces that you might want. We're going to make this red. Repeat the process on the left side. Select the face, Control plus, select the other faces by doing Shift left click, making it blue. And now let's make all the buttons black. So I'm just going to use the same black material, and I'm going to see this 2, click on the 2, and I'm going to make this brighter so it's more visible, like so. And now I'm going to select everything else. Shift left click to select the color button last. Press Control L, make materials, like so. And now to make the screen emissive, select the switch, tab into edit mode, select that face, and select the emissive material and press assign. And there you have it. That's how you model a Nintendo Switch. For rendering tips, just go into rendered view and go to the camera settings and enable bloom. And another quick tip is to add a plane when you're rendering objects like this, so you can add a bit of style to your render. So there you have it. That's how you model a Nintendo Switch. Thanks for watching and have a good day.